In the fall of 1830, missionaries had taught and baptized many people living in Ohio, including Sidney Rigdon. Sidney Rigdon then joined Joseph Smith in New York and worked as his scribe for the inspired revision of the Bible. God told Joseph and Sidney to stop their work on the Bible revision and to instead focus on strengthening members in New York. The members in New York were being persecuted, and God called them to go to the Ohio, which would become a new center of the church. At a church conference 3 days later, God explained that in Ohio the members would receive God's law and be endowed with power from on high. God would then send them among all people to preach the gospel. In section 38, God also taught that every man should esteem his brother as himself. And God called on the church to be united, teaching that if ye are not one, ye are not mine. This drive for unity should influence how we interact with everyone at church. God compared this to a father with many kids who were good and obedient. Would it be fair for that father to reward one child with robes, but give another child rags? No. In this same way, God is inviting us to treat everyone in our community with respect. The move to Ohio was hard for some members to receive because they did not want to leave their homes. However, after fasting and praying about it, they committed to go to Ohio. Their example stands in contrast to that of James Coville. As the church members in New York were preparing to move to Ohio, James Coville attended a church meeting and he wanted to join the church. A few days later, Joseph received a revelation calling Coville to move to Ohio. Coville wasn't willing to do so. Coville had earned great respect as a preacher, and he had extensive contacts in New York. Going to Ohio would mean leaving all of that behind. Although Coville had received the word with gladness, the cares of the world had caused him to reject the word. Sometimes we have to do hard things in order to receive all of the blessings God has for us. Among other things, God promises that if we are faithful, He will gather us unto Himself in time and eternity.